All right, so are you ready to dive deep into some NVIDIA interview prep? Because today, we're going to help you absolutely crush it.
Yeah, we've got some really good intel today.
Ooh, tell me more.
Straight from a YouTube video by How to Become. And, those folks really know their stuff when it comes to interview training.
They really do.
Yeah.
And you know what's so cool about this video?
What's that?
It is tailored specifically for NVIDIA.
Oh, very cool.
Like, it digs into their culture and what they're looking for, and even breaks down example answers to those really tough questions.
Like, tell me about yourself.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he seems simple, but
It can make or break you.
it really can make or break that first impression.
It's so tempting to just like launch into a robotic resume recitation.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But this video really emphasizes that you need to like flip the script and turn this into your elevator pitch.
Yeah, you really got to make it a highlight reel of your skills and experiences that just screams NVIDIA.
Exactly. And think about the keywords you see in that job description.
Oh, yeah.
The specific skills and experiences they're looking for. Yeah. You want to make sure to weave those into your answer.
Right.
Right.
And in a way that feels natural and engaging.
Yes. And they give a really killer example answer.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. And it starts by highlighting a genuine passion for technology and innovation.
Well, of course. I mean, who isn't passionate about that at NVIDIA?
Right.
Yeah.
But then it like seamlessly segues into mentioning technical skills, like Python and C++, like all that good
It's
stuff.
stuff that makes NVIDIA's world go round.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's not just about checking off those technical boxes.
Okay. Yeah.
This example also really emphasizes those essential soft skills,
Oh, okay.
like communication, teamwork, and problem solving.
Right.
Because,
I mean, yeah, because even the most brilliant minds need to be able to collaborate
right,
effectively at a company like NVIDIA.
and here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
It wraps up by talking about a desire to contribute specifically to NVIDIA's mission.
Oh, yeah.
Not just to like build cool tech,
Yeah.
but to shape the future of AI and gaming and all those amazing fields NVIDIA's leading.
I mean, talk about leaving a lasting impression.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You have to make the interviewer feel like you're not just applying to any tech company.
Right.
You're applying to NVIDIA for a reason.
You got it.
And that brings us to another classic question.
Oh, which one?
Why NVIDIA?
Oh, yes. The question that separates the genuinely interested from the mass applicants?
Yes. And this how to become video
Yeah.
really hits the nail on the head with this one.
Okay.
Because it's not enough to just say, oh, you're a great company or I love your products.
Right.
You need to show that you have done your homework.
You really do.
So this example answer dives into their market leadership, their cutting-edge tech, and how they're pushing the boundaries in like AI and autonomous vehicles.
I mean, stuff that's actually changing the world.
Literally.
Yeah.
And they have this reputation for fostering a culture of innovation and collaboration.
Right. Like the whole work hard, play hard vibe they're known for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about showing that you not only get their work, but you also want to be a part of their team.
For sure.
And they even touch on the potential for long-term growth within the company.
Oh, nice.
So it's showcasing that this isn't just a stepping stone for you. This is a place where you see yourself building a future.
That's great.
So think about what truly excites you about NVIDIA. Is it the gaming? Is it the AI? What resonates with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we tackled those initial impression makers, but now let's move into the territory of the dreaded behavioral questions.
Oh, no.
You know, the ones that start with, tell me about a time when...
Oh, yeah. And you get those shivers down your spine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But don't worry, because these can be tackled strategically,
Okay.
and they offer a great framework,
What's that?
the STAR method.
The STAR method. Okay, break that down for me. What does STAR stand for?
Okay, so STAR stands for situation, task, action, result.
Oh, okay.
It's really simple but effective. And it's a way to structure your answers to make sure you're hitting all the key points and really showcase your skills.
I'm seeing the light here.
So first, you set the scene with the situation. You give the interviewer some context.
Right.
Then you lay out the task you were facing.
Okay.
And this is where it gets interesting.
All right.
The action part, that's where you shine.
Okay.
So the action is all about highlighting your individual contribution.
Okay.
It's not about what the team did, but about your initiative, your problem solving, your leadership skills.
Right.
And then, of course, you wrap it up with the result, hopefully a positive outcome.
Right.
Like, did you meet the deadline? Did you exceed expectations? Did you save the day?
Right. Did you save the world?
Let them know.
Uh-huh.
And this video doesn't stop there. They take the STAR method a step further
Oh, really?
by adding a reflection piece.
Okay.
So what did you learn from that experience?
Oh,
How did it shape your approach going forward?
that's a great touch.
It really adds a layer of depth and shows that you're not just recounting these events, but you're actually extracting valuable insights
Right.
from your experiences.
Yeah.
It's that continuous learning mindset.
Which NVIDIA values.
Exactly.
Yeah, they want to see that you're constantly evolving and seeking to improve your craft.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
hold that thought. We've covered a lot of ground already.
we have.
And I think it's a good spot to pause and let our listeners process all of this valuable intel.
Okay, sounds good.
So we'll be back in part 2 to dive even deeper into those NVIDIA interview secrets.
Can't wait.
Me too. All right, we are back for part 2 of our NVIDIA deep dive. Are you ready to keep going?
Oh, I'm fired up. Let's do it.
Okay, so last time we were talking about like crafting that perfect elevator pitch using the STAR method.
Oh, yeah, for those behavioral questions
Mhm.
and how to just crush that why NVIDIA question.
Yes, and now I think it's time to talk about the question that makes everyone sweat.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Even more than trying to score one of their new GPUs.
Ugh, what is it?
Why should we hire you?
Ah, yes, the ultimate test.
Right, it's like you're standing on a stage with a spotlight,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, convince us.
Why you now? Yeah.
What is your strategy for that one?
Well, you know the how to become video we've been talking about?
Uh-huh.
Well, they offer like a really stellar example answer.
Okay.
And it all starts with adaptability.
Okay, adaptability.
Yeah, because NVIDIA is constantly pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
So they need people who can roll with the punches and thrive in that ever-changing environment.
Makes sense, especially with how quickly tech changes.
Oh, for sure.
But it's not just about being flexible, right?
Right.
You need to bring fresh ideas.
Innovation.
Yeah.
That's key at NVIDIA.
Yes.
They don't want folks who just follow the script. They want people who think outside the box
Yeah.
and can come up with innovative solutions.
So highlight those times when you have demonstrated that.
Yes.
Okay, so adaptability, innovation.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Results. You got to show those results.
Oh, yeah. NVIDIA is all about achieving.
Ambitious goals.
Mhm.
So make sure you showcase your track record of success.
Okay, love and numbers speak volumes.
Yes, they do.
But I have a feeling it's not just about hitting those metrics.
Right.
It's also about how you got there.
Right. It is. They emphasize that continuous learning mindset.
Uh-huh.
You know, NVIDIA wants folks who are passionate about their own development and staying ahead of the curve.
So talk about those courses you've taken and the skills that you're honing.
Yes, certifications, conferences, all that.
It's like saying, I'm not just bringing what I know today. I'm bringing a thirst for knowledge,
Right.
which will make me even better tomorrow.
Exactly. And, you know, you can tie it back to NVIDIA's culture.
Yeah.
You can talk about how your drive to learn aligns with their values of innovation.
I love it.
Yeah, it's all about showing that you're not just skilled, but a perfect fit.
It's like you're creating this masterpiece,
Uh-huh.
carefully layering these elements to paint this beautiful picture of why you belong at NVIDIA.
It really is. Now, we've covered some of the big questions,
Yeah.
but there are a few more you should be ready for.
Okay, give me some examples.
Okay, well, they might ask, what experience do you have which is relevant to the role?
That seems straightforward.
It does, but it's all in the delivery.
Oh, okay.
Sure, you could just list out your experiences,
Yeah.
but why not turn it into a story?
Ooh, I like it.
You know, highlight those moments that show your passion, your problem-solving skills, your ability to just get it done.
So bring those experiences to life and show, don't just tell.
Exactly.
What about career goals? Do they ask about
Oh,
that?
for sure. What are your career goals? That's a classic.
Okay.
You got to show them that you are ambitious and you see NVIDIA as a place to grow.
Right.
So talk about those goals that align with NVIDIA and show them you're looking for a career, not just a job.
I like it. But let's be real, not every project goes perfectly.
Oh, no, of course not.
How do you handle talking about those setbacks in an interview?
Well, they might ask you, tell me about a project that didn't go according to plan.
Yeah.
But you know it's not about pretending you're perfect.
Right.
It's about showcasing how you handle those problems and how you learn from your mistakes.
So turn a negative into a positive.
Exactly. And, you know, sometimes they throw you a curveball.
Oh, like what?
Like, what would you do if a stakeholder suggested last-minute changes to a project? Or tell me about a time you disagreed with your supervisor.
Okay, so they're trying to see how you handle those tricky situations.
Yeah, those interpersonal dynamics. because those are going to come up.
Right.
So for these questions, you really want to show off your communication skills.
Okay.
You know how you handle conflict and your commitment to finding solutions.
That makes sense.
And remember, NVIDIA values diverse perspectives, so don't be afraid to express your viewpoint,
Okay.
but always be respectful.
We've covered a lot,
We have.
and I have a feeling this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, the specific questions will really depend on the role and the person interviewing you.
Right.
But the key takeaway is to be prepared
Okay.
and connect your experiences to NVIDIA's values
Yeah.
and show them those qualities that make you stand out.
All right, so before we move on to the final part,
Okay.
let's give our listener a minute to process.
Sounds good.
All right, we're back for the final part of our NVIDIA interview deep dive.
I hope you're feeling ready to go out there and crush it.
Me too. So we've talked about your elevator pitch, the STAR method, and how to tackle those tricky questions.
Right, like why NVIDIA? Why you?
Vision. But before we wrap up, let's talk about the big picture.
Oh, yeah. What really sets NVIDIA apart?
Because they're not just about those powerful GPUs, right?
No, they're leading the way in some of the most exciting fields.
Like what?
Artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, high-performance computing.
I mean, it's like they're building the tools that are shaping the future.
Exactly.
Pretty good.
So as you're prepping for your interview, think about how you fit into that. Like, what impact do you want to have? What problems do you want to solve?
Because that's going to come through in your answers.
It really will.
So it's not just about your skills, it's about your passion.
Exactly.
And showing them that you're invested in their mission.
Now, don't get me wrong, technical expertise is super important,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
but they're also looking for people who are passionate, driven, and ready to collaborate.
Okay, so those soft skills we talked about,
Yes. Communication, teamwork, adaptability.
they're all essential.
You got it. They want to see that you can work effectively as part of a team.
So think about those times when you've really demonstrated those skills.
Right, like maybe you led a team through a tough project or you handled conflict really well.
Or just went above and beyond to help a colleague.
Exactly. Those stories will show them your true potential.
Okay, so I think we've given them a lot to think about.
We have. And you know what?
But
I think they're ready.
I think so too.
Just remember to believe in yourself. You got this.
You put in the work, you've honed your skills, now go out there and show them what you can do.
We're rooting for you.
We are. And, no matter what happens, this deep dive has given you some valuable insights.
For sure, things that you can take with you throughout your career.
So good luck, and remember,
We are cheering you on every step of the way.
that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.
See ya.